Welcome to my first unboxing video. You are tuning into MotoRoss. This is technically a moto vlogging channel, but today I'm going to be featuring the camera that I will be using for this new endeavor that I'm going to be taking on, which is moto vlogging. So I'm going to be walking you through the steps on how to assemble the moto vlogging helmet, and the first of which would be, of course, to show you guys what camera I'll be using. Now, we got this camera yesterday at Green Hills in San Juan. For those of you guys who are not familiar with Green Hills, that's basically where you find most of the budget-friendly options in terms of electronics, cameras, cell phones, and whatnot. So I didn't have anything in particular in mind. I was actually, trying to decide whether to get a GoPro, which is, of course, we all know GoPro is like the top choice nowadays in terms of action cameras. But we also know that that is the most expensive. So I have several other options that I was trying to choose from. Aside from the GoPro 7, we have GoPro, of course, 6 and 5. Those are good. Again, maybe in the future I'm going to be unboxing those, but for now I went with the practical option. So among those, we have, of course, SJCAMs, SJ8 Pro. I was also considering SJ6. SJ7, not so much, mainly because I like the features of SJ8 Pro and SJ6 as compared to SJ7, because SJ7 doesn't have the second or the dual screen, which the SJ8 and the SJ6 actually has. I was also considering Akase V50, but the features of that is a lot less compared to SJ8. The good thing about Akase V50 Pro is it's a lot cheaper compared to SJ8. Then, of course, we also have DJI Action, but that is almost as expensive as a GoPro. So we were walking around the whole day yesterday trying to decide, trying to look for the best action cam that I can use for moto vlogging, and this is the winner. We got a good deal for it, actually, so which is one of the main reasons why we chose this camera right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's the SJ8 Pro. Currently, it's the top of the line as of the shooting of this video. It's the top of the line of the SJCAM. We'll see. I'm gonna be shooting or taking sample videos using this camera right here, so I can share this with you guys. We're gonna be doing a comparison between this bad boy right here and the camera that I was using previously, which is also an SJCAM. This is the SJCAM 5000 Wi-Fi. This is a fairly good camera for simple vlogging. I normally use this now as a dash cam, but it's okay. I mean, it's not the best, but it can do the job. Now, since I decided to actually do moto vlogging, I think this would need to be upgraded. I'm still going to be using this for secondary footage, maybe for shooting my B-roll, but for the main camera I'm going to be using this, and of course this camera right here, which is a Canon SX. Okay, so let's proceed with the unboxing so you can see the mounts and the different features of this camera. So let's set this one aside and let's proceed with this. Let's start with what actually comes in the box. So it's actually neatly packaged. I like how they packaged the camera. So as you can see, several of the camera brands like GoPro, you have Akase, you have Thi, they all have similar packages. You know, the dome, plastic dome on top, and then you have a cardboard box in the lower portion of the packaging. But this one, it has become a trademark of SJCAM. So there you have the packaging, and we're gonna go through, you know, all of these features later. So we'll set that aside for now. Here you have the inner box. Okay, now it comes with a plastic holder. So right out of the box, you will see the actual camera. It's enclosed inside the waterproof case. And of course, yesterday we tested it, so we also have the battery and the memory card, which actually came as a package. It's not free actually, but it was packaged with the camera itself. So let's set that aside. We're going to be reviewing that later. Now inside the lower box, you have all of the mounts, the different mounts that you will get. We have several of those. We have 1, 2. We have some more here actually. So you have 4 different helmet mounts that, you know, comes for free with SJCAM, and this is actually one of the best reasons why you should get an SJCAM. You know, getting all the other brands, especially GoPro, it doesn't actually come with these accessories and mounts. You have to purchase those separately, and those can be pricey, especially if you're getting the GoPro brand accessories. And you know, we can't blame them. It's actually the top choice right now in the market. So for SJCAM to be competitive, they actually included these mounts for free, and this is interchangeable. You can actually use this with GoPro. So if I'm going to get a GoPro in the future, I'm going to be using these for that as well. Okay, so you have several options here. You have 2 curved mounts. The other one, I think this one can be, here, let me show you guys. It was actually quite intriguing. I thought yesterday that it's actually double, because it's actually, yeah, it's thicker compared to the usual curved mount. And I think it's because this can be rotated. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it can be rotated. See, it has a swivel and a knot. So yeah, we'll figure that out later. You have 2 of those. One is a curved mount, the other one is a flat mount. So this one you could probably use on your car or your surfboard if you're a surfing dude. This one most likely would be mounted on a helmet. So let's set that aside. Of course, you also have a lens cap. This is a silicone lens cap. I have one of these in the old SJ5000 as well. Very handy when it comes to protecting the lens of your camera. So this comes with a Type-C cable, so for charging. The external camera, the external mic for this camera also has a Type-C plug. So if you have an external camera from your SJ6, unfortunately it won't work with the SJ8. Okay. What else do we have? We have several options for mounting the camera onto your helmet or motorcycle. So I'm going to be using those. I still have to figure out how I'm going to mount my SJ8 to my helmet, because my helmet has a curved design in the chin, so most of the conventional chin mounts won't fit or won't work on that helmet as well. So you have to I'll try to figure out later how to mount this. So you have 1, 2, 3 well, 3 elbows, 3 options. You have a bicycle or a handlebar mount. I'll probably use this on the side mirror of my motorcycle, so I can get some shots of myself while riding. I also have, or it also comes with these mount adapters, so you can mount it on a tripod if you want to, or to a selfie stick. It also has an extra back door. This one is for the touchscreen capability of this camera, because SJ8, as you guys probably know by now, actually has a touchscreen LCD at the back. But once it's actually inside the waterproof case, you won't be able to, you know, use the touchscreen. So it comes with this back cover that is touchscreen friendly. So you can use the camera while inside the waterproof case. You just have to actually attach or replace this back door with this. So let's set that aside. Now it also has a cleaning cloth. Okay, so that comes standard. And of course the manual. The manual itself comes in several languages. So it has English and several other languages. So that's very handy. And of course the SJCAM stickers. Even the stickers actually has improved a bit as compared to the previous model. So you can stick that somewhere, you know, on your helmet, but I'm not really gonna do that. So unless it's sponsored. So yeah, those are everything that comes with the box. I'm gonna just, you know, shove all of these back in here, set that aside for now. We're gonna talk about some of the accessories that we bought as a package together with the SJ8 camera. Of course, we got an extra battery. So we got an original SJCAM battery. We got a good deal for this as well. I'm gonna, you know, post the price on the screen. And a dual charger. Because you probably noticed earlier, there's no dual charger that actually comes with this camera. You can charge the battery that comes with this camera by using the cable, the Type-C cable. You plug it into the camera and then you plug it into your, you know, usual charger. But if you have more than one battery, of course you're gonna have to get one of these dual chargers, so you can actually charge both batteries at the same time. It comes with it with its own charging cable. We also purchased a memory card. So this one is 64 gig, class 10. So it's a SanDisk Ultra. There you go. Well, the memory card is already inside the camera. So we tested it out last night in the store. Of course, you have to make sure that the item works well before you pay for it, right? It's one tip that I can give you guys. Always test the equipment or whatever it is that you're purchasing. Always test it inside the store if you're purchasing it from an actual store. Because it's going to be a hassle going back to the store and, you know, asking for a replacement. So for peace of mind, test it. So there you have it. Okay, so you have the camera, some of the accessories that, you know, comes with it. And I'm gonna be arranging the accessories on the table so that you guys can see everything that comes with this camera package. Okay, so these are everything that comes with the SJ8 Pro package. So everything that you see here on this side is actually the mounts that comes with that comes in the box, and these are the ones, the additional items that we purchased or packaged together with the SJ8 Pro. So let me just move this here so you would know that these aren't really, you know, free with the package, but, you know, it comes at a discounted price. So let's go through it. You have this, these 3 elbow mounts that, you can use when it comes to mounting your SJ8 Pro. This one right here though is a bit defective. It doesn't lock. See, the thread doesn't actually lock, but hey, not a problem. I have a lot of these for my previous SJCAM as well. I have 2 previous camera or action cameras prior to SJ8 Pro, so not really a problem. That's maybe a rare occasion that you would see one of these, but still, this is not going to be a waste. You just have to replace that nut right here, and you can probably get that for what, 25 cents. So it's not going to be a problem. You have 3 of those. You have this attachment right here. Okay, if you want to mount your camera to a tripod, okay, here's another option to mount your camera on a tripod. Okay, the build quality of these is actually quite good. It's not flimsy, and I don't think it's gonna break easily, so that's a good thing. Same with these mounts right here. So I finally figured out why this is actually a bit thicker. You just have to press this or these 2 buttons right here. You can press that and you can actually twist it like so. Purpose of that most likely is after you have installed this or mounted this onto your helmet or your car or your surfboard, you can still twist the camera. So that's good. You have 2 of these. One is a curved mount, the other one is flat. You have 2 of the usual mounts as well, a flat and a curved mount. You have the cable. You have 2 extra 3M stickers, silicone cap for the lens, 3 screws. You have your handlebar mount, your back door for your touchscreen, and of course you have the waterproof case, the battery, and the camera. Okay, so let's take this camera out of the case. So it's a snug fit. Have to be careful not to drop the camera. Okay, so it's still under a 7-day replacement warranty, so I'm not going to remove the protective plastic sheet. I'm not going to remove the protective film, since if this turns out to be defective, I'm going to be getting a replacement for it within the 7 days. So yeah, the build quality of this is actually quite good. It's made of plastic, but it has a rubbery coating, probably to protect it from scratches. It would also help you grip it if you have wet hands. And although I'm not gonna recommend handling your camera with, with wet hands. The camera itself has an LCD screen in front. On the side you would have a port where you can charge the camera. So this is one port here, which I can't seem to open right now. There you go. Okay, so you have one port for the charging cable. On top you have one button and the speaker right here. On the side you have the power button. This one, by the way, is the record button, and this one is the power button. Then you have a touchscreen, the LCD touchscreen, and at the bottom you have, it's ready for a mount. If you want to mount that to a tripod, it already has one. Okay, so you also have the battery slot, so you just have to slide this out and it pops open like that. So it comes with a battery. You just have to be careful with this tab right here, because one of the biggest problems that we have, or that most vloggers would have, is that this would eventually tear off. So you have to be very careful. Although I think this one, they made it a bit more sturdy compared to the previous model, because the previous model, this is just made of paper. Now nowadays with SJ8, this is actually made of a much more durable plastic. You can use that to pull out the battery, like so. Now the battery itself is of course rechargeable. It's made of lithium ion, and it's 1200 milliamperes or 1200. Now inside the battery bay, you can also find the slot for the memory card. Okay, so this one has a 64 gigabyte memory card. I have several other memory cards from my previous action cams, but I'm gonna be purchasing some more, just so I would have several spare memory cards. Okay, I'm gonna be showing you guys some test footage of this new SJ8 Pro. Okay. Contact, then that's it. Move it.